Well, good morning. It's me, old ugly me, wearing my Goonie shirt. Yep, it's me again. Hold on, I got a yawn. Yeah, I know it's bad manners to yawn on camera, but I can't help it. I went to bed this morning, probably about 3:30 this morning. I got up around 7 o'clock and took Junior to school. And I came back home. Actually, came back, went to the corner store, got me a can of Copenhagen and a thing of sweet tea, which I know I ain't supposed to have, but I got it anyway. But anyway, then I was debating on, well, should I stay up or go back home and go to bed? Anyway, so as you see, I didn't go back to bed. It is 8:30 in the morning, December 10th, 8:30 in the morning, and I'm in a t-shirt. Now it is a little cool out here, a little cool, but I'm comfortable in a t-shirt. I'm not cold. So a lot of y'all want to laugh at global warming. This is nothing to laugh about. I should not be outside in a t-shirt and, t-shirt, sweatpants, and socks. That's all I have on. And I shouldn't be out here like this. I should be, in a great big jacket, a hoodie on, or, toboggan on my head and everything else. And as you see, here I am. And global warming, it's here. I mean, it's, I can remember this when I was younger, even as a teenager, this time of year, it'd be like 25, 35 degrees. And or colder, and you wouldn't be out here in a t-shirt. And if it did happen as a teenager, it was a fluke, and it was like a kind of like a one-time kind of thing. It just didn't happen. But here it is, 2021. It seems like every winter, it's like this. It's almost like a pre-spring, So it feels like early March is what it feels like, and it throws a lot of the plants out of keister and everything else, and they have a hard time because they're like, well, we just went through a couple of weeks of winter, and now it's like springtime again, and they're gonna like, well, let's rejuvenate, and then next thing you know, it's gonna be winter again, and it's gonna screw everything up, and yeah, it's a problem. The other yard. But yeah. Now, I've been watching a few gardening things and episodes on TV and some online, and doing some stuff on the computer and everything else. And I know for a fact I am gonna have to have a pallet of cinder blocks next spring. And the reason for that is because I'm going to go with a concrete raised bed, and I've seen the low end to the high end, and I believe I'm going to go with a 3-block high raised bed. Now, I got a long one here, it's a single one. I got another one up here, it's a single one, like a single level. They're okay, but they needed at least one, like the one out here in the front, it could go too high, no issues. The one on the other side of it could go too high, no issues. But the ones out there I'm going to put in the yard are going to go 3 high. And they're going to be probably 2.5, maybe 3 foot wide, probably 10 to 12 foot long. And I'm going to do a couple of them like that, just so I can get a full yield on everything that I'm wanting to do. And yeah, and then as well, on top of that, I was looking at different things and looking at different prospects and how I can upgrade everything I have around here to potentially do its best. I'm going to have to rework some of the stuff that I've done. Change out a few things, which is no big deal. It's not going to hurt me none. It's just going to take a little time and everything else. Some of it I'm going to start doing next week, because here's another reason. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday of next week, it's supposed to be sunny. No, it's going to be cold as shit in the morning. It's going to be like between 20s and 40s in the morning. And how the afternoon's going to be in the 60s. And like all next week, full sun, teeny bit of clouds, and 60 plus degrees all next week. And you know, that's like almost like a week before Christmas. So I don't understand it, I don't get it, but global warming is a true factor. It's here, nobody can debunk it. Now if you live up north, like Maryland and farther north, yeah, it might be colder for you all, but down here in Kentucky, it's just too warm. Like I said, I should not be outside in a t-shirt making a video at 8 something in the morning and, you know, feeling comfortable. It should not be happening. I should be cold off my ass. I should be, you know, it should be colder than a witch's tit with a brass nipple ring. I mean, it's too warm. But what are you gonna do? I smell gasoline. Or somebody's running really rich. But I smell gasoline. Maybe the fuel truck at the gas station is unloading or something. Hell, who knows? But I should not be smelling gasoline at where I'm sitting at. But I'd say another thing too, them rocket trucks, man, they are moving down the road. I've seen more rocket trucks this morning than I have in the past 3 months being where I'm at here. And if you know what rocket is, rocket trucking, it's a dump truck hauler outfit out of my county. And they run triaxle trucks, probably 30 to a 60 ton capacity of either gravel or dirt. I knew some of the drivers a couple of years ago, or a few years ago. Not sure if they still work there or not, but they're a decent outfit. They're a Christian-based outfit. Every one of his trucks on the back of the dump of the truck, there's a proverb verse from the Bible of certain things on the back of the truck. And each truck has its own color scheme. There's a University of Kentucky truck. There's a University of Louisville truck. There might be another university on there, but I'm not for sure if there is or not. Yeah, I mean, they're a bunch of great people. They're not your standard run-of-the-mill trashy truck drivers. They're actually mainly just good old country boys and or ex-military. So they're a bunch of great people. Now, last night I had a friend of mine from high school I've known for years. She messaged me about a week or two ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and said, "Hey, I know you're not doing nothing since the market's closed." She said, "Could you make Mom some jellies for Christmas? So that way we, Mom can give them to my grandmother and whoever else for Christmas gifts." And I was like, "Sure, I'll do it." I've known her mom for, probably about as long since I've known her. She's a great lady. And I was like, "Sure, I'll do it." So last night she came by and she picked up some apple butter, some elderberry jelly, blackberry jam, and she wanted some dandelion jelly, but it just didn't happen. But what I did do to sweeten the deal is I gave her a jar, and I say a jar, it's probably the size of this can. This is a mini can, so this is, you figure this would be like a half pint size jar. I gave her a jar size or something that size of my hot sauce. Because when I made my hot sauce, I ran out of bottles and I didn't want to waste it, so I put it in 4 half pint jars, like cannon jars. So I gave her a jar of that. Then I gave her a regular bottled jar, labeled, and I gave her some weapon grade chili powder and a large candle. The candle was hers though, and there was something else I gave her. Oh yeah, I gave her mom some of the extracts I made, and because what she does a lot of holiday baking. So with all that being said, she bought it for 20 bucks. And normally, everything together, I mean, the 20 bucks basically paid for the jelly. The 2 elderberry jellies is what that paid for, and everything else was kind of like thrown in. And I even gave her the extracts for free too. Not that it's gonna hurt me, but they really weren't a really big seller at the market. But the thing of it is, what I gave her is very useful, because a lot of people use it for holiday cooking. So it is what it is. And that's kind of like, about a week or so ago, I made a video and I was like, yeah, if anybody would, go down to my bottom link where my email address is and send me a message, whoever sends me the most comical message, I'll send you a box gift. And that was kind of like what I was going to do, was going to send you a box gift. If, everything that I sold to her, but I was going to put in a box and ship to whoever for free with some other trinkets and doodads. But no, and I checked daily. I just wanted to see if anybody clicked on my link of my email address to send me, well, not click on it, but highlighted my email address and sent me a message saying, hey, I want this because such and such, and yada yada yada. And nobody sent me nothing. I checked all my file folders, I checked the spam folder, nothing. I didn't get nothing. So I was like, well, I guess nobody wants anything for free. That's fine. Saves me $20 to $30 in shipping. Which I wasn't going to charge nobody $20 to $30 in shipping. I was going to send you a free package. But I never got nothing. So I don't know. Which is actually kind of nice, because that just tells me that not everybody wants something for free. But I was kind of hoping to send somebody something. But, it is what it is. No big deal. This weekend, I hope I have a couple of things taken care of from Adam this weekend. At least one of the things. One thing he's working on for me, which isn't no really big deal as of right now. But there's one thing I need help with, because I don't have the stuff to do it. He does. And yeah. Now I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm looking at my apple tree out here, and I still got apples on the tree, which I know they're probably gone to shit right now. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 large apples on the tree still, and there's probably, I don't know, a quarter gallon to a half gallon thing of crab apples still on the tree. I'm behind it. A long time ago, I don't know why, I was out in the backfield a long time ago. I picked a bunch of crab apples off the crab apple tree. I was going to do something with them, and I don't know why I didn't stick them in my pocket, but I didn't for whatever reason. I had them in my hand, I just threw them on the ground. Well, now, beside my apple tree, I have a crab apple tree that's grown up behind it, and it produces crab apples at the same time it produces apples. So it's kind of funny. So now I have an apple tree that cross-pollinates with the crab apple tree, which doesn't hurt me by any means, because eventually what I'm going to do with the apple tree is basically my sole intention was to make cider with it. And now I don't get enough apples on the apple tree to make a large thing of cider, but I was going to use those apples with the crab apples and some other apples I get around here locally, and just make a thing of cider. But yeah, so the apples on the tree right now, I don't imagine they're squishy. They might be squishy, I don't know. They might be. If not, I guess I'll have to go over there shortly and pick them off the tree and use them for something besides letting them grow and just go to waste. If nothing else, if they are a little squishy, I'll pick them off the tree and I'll take them back here to the goats and feed them to the goats. You know, they'll get a small treat. But that's another thing too. This year I'm getting another apple tree, and I got 2 cherry trees in the front yard, and the deer around here have eaten the trees down to nothing. They look like a little shrub now. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I guess I'm going to let them see if they'll grow some more this year, and if not, then I'm just going to dig them up and put them somewhere else around the yard, and hopefully they can do something and grow some without having to be eaten by deer all the time. And whatever doesn't grow there, well, if I don't put anything in place of it, I'm just going to put another garden bed across that and be done with it, and use that space for growing more veggies. Yeah, I know. You need to quit yawning. I can't help it. I've only had, 4 hours sleep? If that. I'm tired. Can't help it. But yeah, this is a kind of a quickie medium video. So y'all have a great morning. Make the best of the weekend. We're supposed to get storms in later tonight. We'll have to see how everything goes. But until then, do what you're doing. Keep up your good work. Do everything you're all working on. Keep stocking up for winter. Actually, prep and stock up for next spring, because between now and next spring, it's going to be a coin flip on a lot of things. I don't have to tell you. Most of you already know. Y'all have a great weekend. See you later.